All right, earlier tonight we gave you some tips on how to make sure your children are not being bullied. When it comes to Facebook, well, let's face it, if you've tried everything, just trying to keep one step ahead of them. You've checked their emails, you've checked their screen, their friends, and you know their password, but there's a simple step you could be missing. Watch.
Dan Snelson spends his days with cables and computers, monitors and mainframes. He's an IT specialist.
My goal is to protect the kids online, and I wanted a way to more easily monitor what they were doing on Facebook.
Sure, he could spend hours logging into their accounts, checking their friends, their walls, hunting for anything inappropriate, but he wanted an easier way. So he lets Facebook do it for him.
We happen to control their email addresses, which is really where the magic happens.
And Dan says anyone, not just an IT professional, can do this. The key is checking with your internet provider to create sub-email accounts controlled by parents. We'll have more on that in a moment, but the accounts the Snelsons created for their sons are connected to and controlled by them. So the parents decide which email senders are allowed and which ones are not.
And they cannot receive emails from Facebook.
Then, in his kids' Facebook account settings, Dan has enabled everything, which means he and his wife get notification from Facebook to their email accounts every time their sons make a move on the social network.
On their walls, and then what they do on other people's walls. Because kids are smart enough to not put bad things on their walls, but then they forget and they'll make a comment on some rude photo that their friends have taken. And so that's what you want to know about.
Not daily, but every now and then I'll just do a spot check and see.
Dan's not alone. Many parents find a way to make sure their kids aren't doing something inappropriate. And while some might question this is an invasion of privacy, others think any safety precaution is a good one.
She's 14. What kind of privacy issues does she need?
I don't think it's invasive. I think we have to protect our kids.
My sons think I'm highly protective. Now my son, who is now an adult, says he appreciates how, what we tried to do to help them.
How much tether you need and how much you can give them at any one point is that's the art of being a parent.
All right, now each internet service provider has different ways to set up the sub-email accounts. You can log on to abc2news.com and check out our Spotlight section. It's easy, trust me on this one. Here's the article about it, and I'm just going to speed things up. Here's the Verizon. This is how you set it up with your sub-account with Verizon. Very simple. And then here's one for the also the SBC Global through AT&T. And again, it is moderately easy. They even say it. They say difficulty, moderately easy. So you should be able to do this. Go do it. Go do it tonight. Save your family, will you, Kelly?